Well, hey everybody. My name's Isaiah. I'm a student volunteer here. I'm not good as everybody else. I had to write my speech down, so bear with me. Um, so I've been attending Hope City since the beginning, as I am the pastor's kid here. But we say all the time here that Hope City is a place where you can belong before you believe, and I truly do believe that this place really lived out that statement. I've seen so many incredible things take place here, from life change, financial miracles, and impossible prayers answered. As Annabelle alluded to earlier, my friend Otto was the first person I ever invited to the church. He's also my first friend to be baptized through Hope City. He then invited Annabelle, and she now serves worship on our team and has an incredible voice and uses her gifts so well. She also invited her friends, Madison and Malia, who were also both baptized, all from just one invite to Hope City. And that's just a little bit of what this church has done. But there's so many different memories I could go through since I've seen it all from the beginning. But probably one of the most powerful ones for me has to do with a student here named Cooper. And if you know Cooper, he's a faithful, kind friend who loves others with a servant's heart. And one night at Students, our youth pastor at the time, Daniel Kine, made a poster that has write down impossible prayers. I, of course, wrote down for Chick-fil-A to be built in Whitestown. So if you live in Zionsville, you can thank me because that was fulfilled. But Cooper wrote down for his divorced parents to get back together. And I remember walking out that night, just distraught and sad, not thinking that prayer was going to get answered. I don't remember the exact timetable. I know it was a couple months later, but I was able to be a part of the announcement that their parents were restoring their marriage, and I watched them get married right there on the spot. Not only was it an incredible moment for me, or to see this kid's faith radically play out, but it was one of the first times in my life where I sat back and thought, there's no way that was a coincidence. The impossible prayer was answered, and it was a truly life-changing moment for me, and I'm blessed to be a part of it. But one of the biggest parts about Hope City that's impacted me the most is my family, but even more in particular, my parents. Growing up as a pastor's kid, the church can kind of feel like a cliche. You hear the same words over and over again. You're in the backstage all the time, a little bit more than you guys probably know. We're here a lot, all right? But that comes with a lot of great joy, and growing up in a church home is a huge gift, and it brings a lot of opportunity. But it also brings a lot of pain and hurt. People I idolize not being who they said they were, going on my phone and seeing scandals left and right, and wondering if there's anyone in ministry that isn't for themselves, but instead for Jesus and his kingdom. What I can safely tell you is, my parents are not perfect. That's probably not what you were expecting me to say, was it? But what they've shown me is that through all the adversity, trials, doubts, failures, mistakes, and all they have faced, they have shown me what it's like to remain faithful. When money is hard, to still give. When your neighbor is on your nerves, to love them. When you're so tired from a long day of work and you just want to be left alone, to serve with a loving heart. They've shown me what it means to be a leader through any circumstance, and I couldn't be more proud of all they have done and accomplished in the lives they have forever changed through Hope City. If you know me, you know I'm not a very emotional person. Outside of crying at Blindside at 8 years old, I can't name another time where I've shed as many tears as I have these past couple weeks. A couple weeks ago, I was given the opportunity to attend a Lecrae concert. He's someone I grew up with, someone I really idolize. And one of the performers, Tadashi, opened up about some of the losses he had experienced. He lost his stepsister, his stepmother, and recently his 1-year-old child. Right after this, he broke into the song, "It Is Well." And over again, we sang, "It is well, it is well, it is well with my soul." I realized that in that moment, if he can play out his faith that radically through the heartbreaking losses he experienced, then I can do the same with Hope City. As heartbroken as I am with the closing of the church, it is well with my soul in knowing that God has extraordinary plans for every single person who has attended Hope City, and that his work is not yet finished. So I just want to say a huge thank you to my family, volunteers, staff, to the student leaders, from virtual prom to nights at Sarah's to nights here. You guys have truly had an incredible impact from a 6th grade kid moving to Indy to a senior in high school graduating, and I thank you all.
Good morning, Hope City. Man, today is a beautiful day, but it's also a really sad one, and I wish I could be there. But unfortunately, I'm all the way over in rainy Portland, but I'm there with you guys in spirit. And I want to just share for a second what Hope City means to me, and I think it kind of goes with its tagline: "You can belong before you believe." And going from when we moved and started Hope City as a family, and to now, I've really wrestled with my faith, and I didn't really talk about it that much outside of my family, and outside of some really close people at Hope City. But Hope City never made me feel like an alien. I never felt like I was an outsider. I felt like I could belong while I was really struggling with my unbelief, and with that, Hope City is a safe place and a home that I owe so much to in that time of my life, because not only did I have pastors who loved and cared for me, I had parents who let me struggle. And I think that is something that is so amazing and beautiful about their character and about the church that they've led. And I'm so proud of them, and I'm so excited for what's next for Hope City, because y'all know death does not mean the end. And that I see new life for it. It may not be the name of Hope City, but that doesn't mean it's over. And I can't wait to see what happens next with this church and how it moves through Indianapolis in a much different way than probably any of us imagined. But I appreciate this church. I appreciate all of you. And of course, I appreciate Justin and Trisha, or as I call them, Mom and Dad. I get to call them by their first names in this video, though. But I'm mourning with you guys, and I love all of you. You guys are also dear to my heart today, and I'll be praying for you guys. Thanks.
Hey, just on behalf of our family, and I know Mom and Dad are going to say something here in a second. It has been the greatest joy and privilege getting to serve alongside all of you the last 6 years. I'm actually out of town next weekend, so I won't be here for our last service. So this is my last Hope City service. And just from Riley and I to you guys, just thank you. Thank you for just being an incredible community to be able to do life with. And it has been such a gift and a privilege. So we love you guys so much.